Hello YouTube. I am currently, well, I was recording a Chosu campaign. However, my mic was turned off, so I'm forced to record afterwards. This is taking place just a couple turns from the beginning, because that beginning part's usually pretty boring and kind of annoying. As you can see here, I've taken Suo. I took them, and then there was a revolt, and I put that down, and I was just showing you that army there took some casualties doing so. And then I managed to recite a revolt using that Ishinshishi there, and it was actually successful. I was surprised, but now those rebels are at war with me, so yeah, I'm just gonna bombard them by now, I think. Or I'm not going to bombard them, never mind. So now I can just kind of march an army over there and capture that province, now that, I mean, it's kind of a freebie. So, yeah, I have that army that needs to be replenished, and right now I'm just going to recruit a couple line infantry to help strengthen my numbers. Alright. There's the Tosa. Alright, summer. That will really help out my replenishment rate, because right now it's pretty bad. You can see there, like, it's like, well, it used to be really bad, but now it's better. So I'm going to take those troops and march them to my capital, and then from there I can just take my daimyo and go ahead and capture that province right there that's just sitting there. And I can also use my Ishinshishi to help convert the populace to, yeah, see there, like 34%, almost one-third is pro-Shogun, so that will help. So if I have my Ishinshishi there, that should help change the numbers back to pro-emperor, and I won't have to have my army sit around there for a long time, trying to keep the populace happy through repression. And there I am, looking at my plan development. Yeah. So, end turn. We're just moving along here. Do, 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 do. Alright, here's an offer to enlist a general. I said no, because I don't really need a general at this point. I already have my daimyo and a general. I really don't need another one. So, I'm gonna just take this army, go ahead and capture that province. Yeah, I really don't have a navy at this point. I mean, it's just a gunboat and a really bad, like, wooden boat, so I don't really have much in, like, the way of a navy, but that's alright. I don't really need one right now, as I'm only at war with, like, actually, I think I'm just at war with rebels at this point, so I don't really need a navy to fight off blockades or anything like that. Then there's the Saga with their huge armies that they do nothing with. Alliance broken. And here I am. I mean, there really wasn't any point of showing this battle. It's just, it would have been me shooting up some levy infantry, and the auto-resolve is really good in this game. I probably would have handled it better if I had just gone ahead and auto-resolved it than if I had tried to siege out a castle. So there I am, I'm noted by the Emperor, and it ended up with me not having enough money to repair that harbor that turn, which was kind of sucked, but oh well. And, yeah, I don't have enough ink or money or koku at this point to build anything new. But I can upgrade my general, so I do, I don't really use my daimyo to fight naval battles, because that's stupid in my opinion, because if your daimyo dies, then, I mean, he's kind of dead in, like, a naval encounter there, so, yeah. And I'm moving my Ishinshishi down south to, help convert this populace to more pro-emperor, so, again, I won't have to wait around for a long time. And you can see there, the numbers are about the same as beforehand. I'm just ending turn. End turn. Alright. Then there's Tosa sailing around. I cannot pronounce any of these clan names, so I will not try to. I will simply say that yellow clan or whatever, and I hope you know what I'm talking about. Alright, at this point, I don't really need a cadet school in this area, because I won't be fighting any big battles with pro-Emperor forces, and that's what the South is made up of, is pro-Emperor forces. So there won't be any point to, like, fighting my allies. That just doesn't make any sense. So I really don't need a cadet school here. I have enough line infantry and stuff.
As you command.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I think I attempt to assassinate someone at this point, because oh yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I had enough money to incite a revolt, but it still wouldn't let me.
Do not expect tea.
And yeah, I go ahead and declare war on these guys, because it's time to take this province. It's basically another freebie. And they only have 2 troops as a garrison. Or 2 units as garrison. Oop. And, yeah, my town happiness up there, or my city happiness is, decent enough to, move some troops out of there. Because, pretty soon, the Setsume is going to start marching up and, attempting to, conquer all the
Ready for orders.
that kind of stinks, but whatever. And they're going to try to take all the, pro-Shogun, provinces that they can. And they will do it because they're huge and they're awesome.
Your orders, my lord.
And I make a mistake right here. I don't take a large enough force. I bring down, see there, and I bring down one other line infantry, but I should have brought down more troops at that point, because I didn't really account for the fact that there would be a large enough garrison in Bungo. And here I am showing the Setsume, and they'll just start marching up and taking Higo and just annexing all these provinces.
Sir?
And if I don't move fast enough on Bungo, then they will take that too. So just end turn. There's Saga. Yeah, see, another clan had tried to take that province, but that clan was pro-Shogun. I believe it's in this turn. No, next turn. Is it? Yeah, and I go ahead here. William Willis, British physician, and the benefits look pretty good. +2 happiness, +10% to unit replenishment. Only for 1,000 koku. That's worth it. Yeah. So these guys managed to fight off this force here. Go ahead and do tendency.
Ready for orders.
So like the instilling fervor, ability of the Shinshishishi.
Up to your command.
As you can see there, my bombardment managed to do some damage, not a whole lot, but some damage. And here I am. Yeah, that clan there is pro-Shogun. So at the time, I was thinking that after I take this province over here, Bungo. After I take Bungo, then I should just go ahead and march through, and on my little conquest. I believe this island is called Shikoku. I'm not sure exactly. You can correct me on that in the comments if you could be so kind, but I'm not sure exactly what it's called. And it is autumn now.
Yes,
Autumn.
my lord. Strike them down.
Alright. Yeah, I really didn't. I did not bring enough forces for this fight. It was bad, so I'm just going to. I made the decision to just go ahead and continue the siege, and bring down some more reinforcements, because I will get destroyed if I try to. Like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of
My sword for you, my lord.
like trying to siege people out, because I prefer just sieging them and then having them come out and fight me. So it would not have been successful for me if I had gone ahead and tried to attack them. But there it was. I got really lucky and I managed to wound their daimyo. So now they're going to be down almost 60 cav, or a whole unit of good cav units. Yeah. So yeah, there I am. And Satsume I've encountered them
Welcome
recently, so
indeed,
now I
my
can
lord.
open up trade and alliance. And they're pretty awesome, so I really jump on that opportunity there. There's the Fukuoka. I am not even gonna try to pronounce her name, but I open up trade with them. And then Tosa. Oh no, I don't. I think a little later I try to ally myself with the Tosa, and they say no, which is stupid because that's how it was in real life. But whatever. All right, and end turn. My clan income is decent. 2,000 koku per turn, which is okay. Later on in the campaign, usually, unless your enemies blockade every single freaking trade route, which tends to happen, but your koku is ridiculous. It's like 20,000. I played a Satsume campaign recently with a mass, or by the end I had a massive income, which
Ready
really
for
helped me out.
orders.
Just gonna bombard them again, which fortunately didn't do any damage, but whatever. And at this point, I feel pretty comfortable about my force being able to go ahead and take Boomgo. I have about 5 units of line infantry, and that's definitely all you need for this sort of fight. However, the Satsume come on and decide to steal my province from me. Unless the Oka decide to kill them, which they do. I got lucky there.
Death and honor.
And they managed to take some casualties, or they managed to inflict some casualties on the Oka too, which was a pretty good break for me. So even with the naval bombardment going for me, I'm still running the risk of having a very bad siege if I would try and storm the keep. So I just go ahead and continue the siege, because that's not really what I'm not really looking forward to losing a full army of line infantry. And then here I try to, as I said before, I try to request an alliance, and they say no, which I thought was kind of stupid, but oh well. And I just think oh yeah, yeah, I need some sort of silk. I need to have access to silk or cotton to build that. So I think I just sit and do nothing for upgrading that to anything else. And I go ahead and enter. There's Satsume, or Satsuma. I really like this Fall of the Samurai standalone expansion. It was really fun in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I feel like the makers of this game really did a really good job with this. With the whole artillery was so much fun to play with. Or later on the campaign, when I start to get like Armstrong guns and stuff, it's gonna be lots of fun to just obliterate armies as they march towards me. And here I get a deep sea mine that should help out my my income substantially, I'd say. Just a little bit of lag there, sorry about that. And I kill some levy garrison, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think what I was trying to show there was later on in the campaign, the enemies will start to really hit the trade routes and really block lots of your income from coming through, which sucks. Because at that point you tend to have a lot of very large armies, And when your income starts to take huge hits like that, it starts to send you into like the negative range. Plus, at that point, there's also a lot of clan development. Oh no, I'm not going to do peace treaty. No way. I'm going to take you. I'm going to steal your province. So at that point, things get pretty hard with trying to balance a large empire like that, or a large clan like that. So here I am, trying to decide whether or not to do this, and I do invest because +2 to happiness and all clan-wide for 12 turns definitely seems like a very worthy investment to me. Now I'm going to keep on waiting to attack because it really doesn't seem like a good idea to. I mean, like even now it's like 50-50 chance, or like less than 50-50 chance to storm to successfully siege them. So I just go for another bombardment for this turn, that is. And I feel that, like, especially early on in the campaign, it's really, really important to build a very self-sufficient economy. And that way, later on in the campaign, when things get pretty rough, and here they are, and they come out to attack me, so continue talking about, that way, later in the campaign, when your trade routes start to get attacked, and allies might break off trade agreements and stuff, and you lose a lot of your income that way. It's pretty important that you have your own economy that can function on its own without taking some serious losses. Battle of Funa, 1864. So the Americans were still in their civil war at this point, which I find kind of interesting. Alright, let's go loading the screen. I just go ahead and do one big line of troops, because that's the most practical for this sort of fight. And I just move up the troops here. And I wish that I had the general that could fire
We are
bullets
ready to
instead of
defend, sir.
being a traditional general's unit instead of a modern one. I wish I had the modern one, because those are pretty useful. Since they're on horseback, they can fire over your men. Alright. Now, I don't get the naval support in time by the time the battle ends, so
your general is under attack.
well, you'll just see what happens here. My general starts to take some serious casualties, so I'm forced to pull him back, which isn't good, because then I lose that morale boost. And here, I pull this line infantry up to try and get on their flank, to try and still push up the flank, but they manage to sneak this cavalry around. So I try to pull out this line infantry here to counter that. However, they charge, and they manage to catch my line infantry in time. So I go ahead here and I counterattack them. Which is, I don't know, that was, in my opinion, that's the best thing that I could have done in the situation, but I ended up taking some pretty bad casualties in that unit. And all along the line, I was surprised. My men took way more casualties than I thought they should have. Because, I mean, I'm just fighting levy infantry, which should be doing this kind of casualties, but it ends up doing a lot of casualties. It ends up inflicting a lot of casualties to my men. Here I just pull up my general's bodyguard to help with the morale of my men. And I just sit here and do the old-fashioned shoot 'em out. And I don't know why the AI decided to charge the general straight into a unit of my men, but they decided to do it. And yeah, here I have the naval bombardment, the naval support come in. But yeah. And I don't know, because they, here, watch, the general breaks as soon as he hits my men. So, didn't end up doing much. So, at this point, battle's over, and we can just enjoy the naval bombardment, the good graphics. And that's the end of this battle. Personally, I feel like I took a bit too many more casualties than I should have, but oh well. My men should replenish pretty well in that province. There's some fish swimming around in a circle. Alright. And, this is going to be about it for this video. In the future, I'm going to try and do some more of this campaign and see how the reaction is from YouTube. Yeah. I really like the music from this game. It's really quite exciting. Alright, and then here I just go ahead and I just take them. I don't know. I only took one casualty. Only one man died in the assault, which I thought was a little ridiculous, but oh well. And I just go ahead and repair everything here and
Your
Yep.
orders, sir. Steady as we go.
And yeah, that's about it for this video. So, I'm just going around through all my provinces, seeing if there's anything else. Clan encountered. I've acquired copper, which is pretty good. That will really help out my income with my trade with other clans and such. And yeah, I should take a trade ship or a gunboat and sail around and find all the other like the United States and stuff, and open up those ports. And then here I go ahead and I promote this guy to Inspector General, which will help out with his loyalty. And go ahead and turn. Alright, trade disrupted, whatever. Development level increases pretty good. And I decide on going, I think I decide on going on civil. And then I'm just gonna go down the tree of quarter relations to foreign affairs, because then you can get these the trading districts with like the West, which are really beneficial. Plus you can get like the Royal Marines and U.S. Marines and stuff, and the French troops, which are elite infantry, and they're excellent. And I think we're gonna put the port up there in my home province. Just go ahead and get the copper refinery, and that's all for now, YouTube.